Testing volume. Awesome. Hello and welcome back to ESO with Sephiroth PX. I honestly don't know how long we'll be on here today. Plan 3 hours, but if my son gets up and he wants to spend time, we'll get off as soon as that happens. That said, I do have work this evening, so we won't be on more than 3 hours. I hope you're all having a good weekend. We are back in ESO. We are back in the Covenant with our Orc Lady. Last time we were here, we were dealing with I think like necromancers or something. That's right, we have the dream issue. So we have Nomura, I think it's Nomura, the Daedra of Dreams, frigging up this entire land of the Covenant over here in Stormhaven for unknown reasons, really. We're not entirely sure why she's doing it, other than she has noticed that she wants to do it to just frig up the Covenant. We are currently in Wayrest. We're taking care of some things here. Don't remember exactly what we did last time, but we're not done with Wayrest. We have... oh no, we're not going to do that. So I think our next thing is we're supposed to go drop in on a wedding. There we go. There's like a wedding or some kind of ceremony happening over here, and we were told to go investigate them. Let's get in the first person mode. Look. Bone Dragon. I'm assuming I'm going the right way. Yeah, this should take us there. Central. Oh, I didn't check out the store or anything. It didn't pop up or anything either. Anything new in the store? Featured the Inland Here Private Arena. So you get your own arena? Damn. The Irlithel. Oh, this is a house guest. Okay, so if you own a house, if you're one of those...
dicing? I need to practice palming the loaded ones between turns. Well, I'll let you win some of the time.
She's a thief and apparently a cheater at gambling, and a bosmer. Your house can have NPCs in it if you purchase the NPCs. There isn't a lot in the feature today. This is a house item as well? Does it move? Yes, it does. Okay, interesting. It's like a practice boss, apparently. If you're part of the really expensive ESO team, you get a tiny Kynareth statue. Alien, no, that looks like an alien well, but it looks all... that is a sky shard in it? Interesting. Testing mic. Huh. I should not have been on. They were supposed to fix that.
The Midnight Union kidnapped my wife.
Okay, well, stop walking and I'll talk to you, dude. You're behind my bear now. Oh my god.
The Midnight Union has taken over Farangel's Landing. They're holding my wife for ransom, but I can't pay it.
A kidnapping? What do you mean?
I went to Wayrest to buy a gift for my love, Miranda. When I returned, the estate was overrun. They're holding her for ransom. It's my wife's family that has money, not me. If I can't bargain from a position of strength, they'll kill her.
Is this the place we're heading anyway? How can I help?
I need a carrot to tempt them and a stick to threaten them. You seem fearless. See if you can collect some jewels hidden in the houses and puffball caps from a crate on the docks. Once you've got all that, meet me near the boathouse.
I'll get them and see you there.
Search the houses for jewels and collect puffball caps from the dock. Then meet me near the boathouse. You could steal clothes from a dead bandit and disguise yourself.
Tell me about wife.
Miranda's the heir to the Farinchal estate. Technically, this all belongs to her. When Miranda and I met, it was love at first sight. I knew we were made for each other.
What's your plan?
I'll use the puffball caps to mix a sleep potion. That should put most of their guards out of commission. If the potion doesn't work, we can use the jewels to pay her ransom.
What's the story with the jewels?
Word is, the Midnight Union just pulled off a jewel heist. We can use their stolen gems to pay the ransom. Check inside a couple of the nearby houses. I've heard they hide their loot by dispersing it that way.
Why do you need puffball caps?
I can use puffball caps to make a sleep potion. Alchemy's a hobby of mine. That's why I have a crate of exotic fungus waiting for me on the dock.
Okay. Weird. Is this the place we're going to already? Oh no. So we're going over here, we just got stuck in the side quest. Okay. There's a lot of people up there. So where are we supposed to go? Oh, someone saw me. Someone saw me? Oh. Unknown recipe. Oh, get that Union disguise, because they're totally not going to notice me do this. Let's hope some of them are orcs. Not that they would notice anyway. No, I haven't. Over here. I have. What do I have here? Oh, I don't have a lot. Yeah, we'll save that for harder ones. You guys are in the way, but I guess I don't need to go in that door. Above. I feel like I'm collecting for a thief. I feel like this guy's lying to us. And he's just having us steal from people. It just happens to be something that they would do in friggin' ESO or Elder Scrolls in general. Let's see here. Above. Where's the stairs? Oh, okay. Is that you I hear moving around there, Bear? You're noisy. Water sapphire. Over there. What are you up there looking for? puffball caps. What's this I have above me? A priestess petnine. Hold on, let's see what this is. There we are.
Halt! Go no further till you've spoken with me. O intrepid traveler, heed my words before you climb this hill.
What's going on? Ew, why is my coffee already cold? Gross.
You see yon tower-topped hill behind me? It's become a haunt of infernal abominations from beyond Mundus. Demonic spirits sent here for the torment of mortals. Sorry, priestess of Stendarr. We always talk like that. Anyway, it's bad.
Can I help?
I hope so. The sorceress undead on the hill have captured some of the locals who strayed too near. I tried to save them, but was driven back by the hideous, heinous power of their benighted... Anyway, I was driven back.
I'll see if I can rescue them.
Be careful. Be vigilant. Trust in Stendarr.
What is this place?
Once, yon looming abandoned tower was the garden spot of Princess Violetta, a daughter of the House of Gardner that ruled Wayrest before Emmerich. It was a joyous place where flowers bloomed, birds sang, and lovers dallied. It was nice.
What happened?
The Daedric Prince Molag Bal took note of its purity and aura of benevolence, and was sore offended. He cast a blight upon the height, profaning it with horrid undead.
The blight or
Thus,
just a
Happy
blight?
Birdsong Tower that was became the fell, soul-shriven tower that is.
I'm assuming she just means a curse and not that thing that the evil living god was doing in Morrowind. What are the undead doing to the captives?
Right, so horrible. The details would blast your mind. Suffice to say, the necromancers draw energy from their captives' torment so as to rend the barrier between worlds and summon more of their nefarious ilk. What I mean is, they're sacrificing them.
She's weird. She's a little strange. Okay, let's go talk to this guy first, then we'll go take care of the necromancers. Does it always have to be necromancers? There's a lot of people over there. Oh, that's right, I can't sneak while in costume.
Great work. Now we have jewels for the ransom and puffball caps for the sleep potion. It's time to execute my plan. They'll never release Miranda alive unless we have leverage on them.
Here you go.
Excellent. I'll hold on to the jewels in case the potion doesn't work. We might have to pay the ransom. Now here's a reward. There's more where that came from, if you'll help with the rest of my plan.
Sure.
I've created a sleep potion using the puffball caps. Take it and pour some into each of the drinking kegs around the estate. Put enough of those kidnappers to sleep and we'll have some real leverage to bargain.
Then what?
The smuggler bosses are in the counting house back of the docks. After you've doped the barrels, search the counting house for clues as to where Miranda's being held. With luck, we might be able to rescue Miranda without a fight.
We'll see. Just coral out there, just sticking out of the ground. It's weird. Oh, nope, they noticed. Crap.
Move this way! On the side!
I might as well use it so I don't have to fight everybody. Hey, where's my disguises? Oh. It should be in there. Am I not on my disguises, I should say. Get him, Bear. Get him. If I don't attack, I won't have to stay off the disguise. Good job, Bear. Let's see if she notices. Nope, she didn't notice. Cool. Wait, why are they noticing me now? The hell? This case. Let's see if the drunk guy here notices me. No, nothing. Well, they're killing everybody. Okay, fighting it is.
Circle around.
What are you fighting, a mud crab? Weirdo. Stop fighting mud crabs. Probably do this better with a disguise if I had a disguise on, but whatever. Let's attack this guy and see if we can't get the disguise.
Move.
No disguise, lame. Wait, what do you have? Oh, money. Ah, there we go. Okay, I feel like I've been in here.
I'm Lady Miranda Stewart. Who are you? And what do you want here?
Surgical sent me to find out where the Midnight Union is holding Miranda.
But Lady Miranda's not a captive of the Midnight Union. They're her bodyguards. She hired them to protect her from Lord Surge, her husband. He threatened to kill her if she didn't give him her family treasure.
Then why did Arkle send me here to get me out of the way?
Probably, but she's still protected by the Midnight Union.
But Arkle made sleeping potion out of puffball caps. I put it in guards' drinking kegs.
Puffball caps? Oh, you fool! That's not a sleep potion. It's poison. Now no one's guarding Miranda. Lord Surge will probably poison her too. You'll need an antidote. And so will I, since I drank from the kegs. Miss Vervain should do it.
Oh, I can't do that.
I ordered the Lord's alchemy supplies for him. A crate of dried vervain was just unloaded on the East Beach. Lady Miranda's in the manor house. Use this key to get inside. And please, hurry.
I have a time. Oh my god, I hate time limits. Frick. Oh, freak you. I'm busy. We just felt like a flash over here. What was that? Upstairs? Okay.
Witless buffoon
Whoever you are, please.
fell for my plan. Now the estate will be mine.
Not if you're dead.
Whoever you are, please help me.
Drink this fervent infusion. It's the antidote to the poison.
Whatever your motives, if not for you, I would never have survived. I owe you my life. Please, accept this reward.
I think it caused a lot of this, but whatever.
To think that Serge's plan almost worked. Without you, I won't forget what you've done.
How did this come about?
It was Serge. It was all Serge. It was like he was two different people. Generous, loving Serge, and greedy, hateful Serge. Only I think the hateful one was the real man. He didn't want me. He only wanted my family's wealth.
Well, he did.
To think that Serge's plan almost worked.
What did you just give me? Anything useful, or should I sell it like I sell everything else? This one's okay. It makes my stamina go down 200. Oh, well, barely makes those go up now. And light. Whatever. What did I get? Nope. Oh, wait, I'm a two-hander. What am I thinking? I don't one-hand. This has magic recovery go down. Spell damage, spell penetration, weapon damage goes up. Let's see what it is in my secondary that I barely ever use anyway. It's actually worse in there. Okay. Go back out. Okay. Magicka recovery. Do I really care about that? No, probably not. The resistance, whatever. This has a lot of damage potential, so for that, we will go ahead and put that as my main. Yes. I have them all. Disease damage. It's a diseased maul. What are you? Are you even worth selling? 34, yeah. The Wolf in the Sky. I was a child the first time I saw the Wolf in the Sky. It's a cloud, said my mother, with some irritation. She thought fancies were not appropriate to the son of a warrior. But there's its tail. And the things drip with blood. It's a cloud, she pleaded. She pushed me back into our home and closed the heavy wooden door behind her, holding it for good measure. Even though I was but 4 or 5 at the time, I realized her anger was not directed at me. My mother was afraid of the wolf. From then on, I said nothing, though I often saw it. In the sky, in the woods, and sometimes out the corner of my eye. I knew the wolf whenever it followed me. Sorry, guys. Rubbing my mic here against sheets. And though it frightened my mother, I remained unafraid. Until the day of the Ebonheart Pact. I hid the wolf from others. But when we Nords were told by our Jarls that we were allied with the Dark Elves and their pets, the Lizard Folk, I joined the rebellion, and in doing so, knowing we were now traitors to our own leaders, I decided to invoke the power of the wolf. On the night of a new moon, I piled branches atop a hill to summon it with the bonfire. Trophies from my various kills, paraffin, blubber, and twisted bundles of dried sage joined the dried wood. I chanted, but the sounds were no words I'd ever heard before. They tumbled from my lips as I prepared to set my fire ablaze. Excuse you. And I saw it. I always saw it. Through the smoke, the wolf gained more corporeal shape, its eyes red as embers. Wolf, I know you not, I cried, throwing my arms wide open, but all my life you have been beside me. Join us in rebellion against this unholy pact. Ours is a wolf thing. The wolf sat, tilting its head to the side, then it threw back its head and howled with laughter. You mortals are so amusing, said the wolf. What makes you think a wolf would do anything useful? Now I need to get out of this thing. It's got fleas. So saying, the wolf leapt into the fire and was consumed, and I stood in shock, not the gate. Who or what had followed me all my life, I cannot say. I was arrested that night beside the bonfire. I and my companions, none of whom I had seen or heard the wolf, will be put to death tomorrow for my deeds. My mark goes here to show this is written by the monk's hand as last request. Okay. So was that her scene? That could have been her scene, but why was her scene so... Her scene's not usually so... jerkish? So are they not going to attack me? No, they're still going to attack me. But I saved y'all after poisoning y'all. Y'all shouldn't attack me anymore. Yeah, darn it. Torch your mom. Oh, hold on. Are they all dead? They're all dead. Okay, whatever. I'm just take this just for the hell of it. Okay, so this priestess lady needs our help now. We'll go drop in on the, oh, I don't know if you'll notice, but I changed color. I thought the color that I originally had the orc armor on was a little too close to the color for our mage, so I changed her to more of a gold and silver look. Something I think would be very popular around this area. Hold on, lady. What am I doing? Also, there's a face shrine up there. The mage. Oh, the mage. Oh, hello. Good job. Where are you going? What are you going down there for? You stop running away, you butt. DED dead. Where am I going? I already missed. I have someone new. Another cursed skull. This is. What's his name again? Holy cow.
You have been to Cold Harbor. I see its mark upon you. You must be able to hear me.
I mean, yeah, but why can't I hear you because of that?
Yes, you. Like me, you have been defiled by the Lord of Brutality. I've been screaming for so long. You must destroy us, Empty One. I do not want to be his eyes any longer.
I'm gonna say whose eyes would obviously Molag Bal.
Lord of Cold Harbor, Molag Bal. The necromancers plan to place us where they can spy on his enemies. Even now, he looks upon you through me. Gather the cursed skulls. Cast us upon the charnel heap in the tower. End our torment.
I will end your misery. I'm blind the eyes of Molag Bal. So did I collect it? Okay. Oh my god, I'm a centaur. Okay. 2 side quests, 1 cup. What are you roaring at? About to parkour and you scared me. There's something going on up here. Well. Ow. You're free, Lucy.
You saved my life.
I'm taking your skull, though. I guess not your skull, this skull. The skull over here, I'm not taking your skull, sorry. Where'd you go? Oh. How'd you get up there? Might not leveled up. Maybe that'll make him be able to stay longer. Got a daily endeavor. Yeah, let's hide up here. I think I should be okay to do some leveling here. Level up rewards. I guess the profit's small. I don't know if this will be any good, but whatever. Couldn't they ever give me like... Not enough to upgrade it. Nothing really here. Nothing really here. I don't care about there. Ooh, Swift Warrior. Increases your weapon and spell damage by 86. Hey, it's raining. Hasn't rained yet today. Stop waving your arms at the nice lady. Stop waving your axe at my bear. Ow, the frick? Oh, there's another one. It's like he didn't even wind up. Allard, I'm here for your skull. Please, John, such the weird... Oh, I guess we gathered all the skulls we gotta gather. Gosh darn it, I always miss the third person.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Get the frick out of here. Is that all of y'all? Yeah, it's all of y'all. I just talked to the priestess for right now. Let's get up here. Money. Right here.
It's
Okay.
good to be free at last. Thank you, empty one.
You're more corporeal than your kind usually are, not blue and misty. You're the spirit that was trapped inside the skull. What will you do now?
I am free of Molag Bal's curse, and will pass on to whatever fate awaits me. Dark anchors may yet fall, but Stormhaven will remain a blind spot for the father of vampires, at least for a while longer.
Shoot. Talk to the priestess of Sindar. It's over here near the way shrine.
You return, and I sense a diminishing of the evil round the tower. How
Hello,
did you
AJ.
fare?
We're doing good. I managed to rescue the captive locals.
Thanks, Stendarr, you happened by. With the denizens of death suppressed by your heroic efforts, it should now be within the capacity of my divine gifts to banish the works of the unholy and... Sorry. Anyway, prayers I'll go clean up.
I like her.
Slowly, by divine grace, my powers return. Soon I shall once again be ready to contend with Molag Bal's monstrosities.
Good luck with that. Okay, am I done here then? Okay. Weekend's been pretty good. Been playing, hanging out with my child. Typical weekend in the Texan issues with the pandemic right now, but nothing bad. Wait, why do I have 2 spots now? Talk to the gate guard. Okay, talk to the gate guard, I guess, first. Ooh, what's this? Oh, Thieves' Trove. We don't steal anything from that. I'm going to stop stealing from the Thieves' Trove, except for with my thief.
Count Hosni is in residence, but no one gets into the party without an invitation.
Yes, it is. I have an invitation.
Let me see. Ah, this is a platinum-level invite. The Count says you get to come and go as you please. That's more leeway than he usually gives his guests these days.
What do you mean by that?
I don't mean anything by it. It's just... the Count is different since he met that woman. But I don't ask questions. I suggest you don't either.
Where can I find the Count?
He's in the manor with his betrothed, Lady Edema. Tonight's festivities have already resulted in 4 deaths. Better hurry.
Excuse me? What kind of festivities are these? Jesus. Can we talk to anybody? I want to know more.
Don't make eye contact with Lady Edema. If she thinks you don't like her, she has the guards take you away.
But I have a fuzzy bear.
It's true, I've seen it. Lady Edema designates a guest who's offended her in some way, and the guards take him away. The rumor is they're made to fight to the death, just like in Hammerdeath Arena. I'm serious.
Is it true?
Just between you and me, I'm sure of it. When a guest is taken away, Lady Edema follows. And the last time she came back, she had blood on her shoes.
Not her shoes, oh my gosh. Hello, guy who just walked up. Well, excuse you, freaking high elf.
We're the Midnight Union. The Supernals should fear us. Instead, they've turned our shore into their campground. The dogs.
Okay, I believe I just killed a whole bunch of you on accident, sorry.
Watch yourself. You are a guest here.
Okay.
I know you. You're the meddler from Pariah Abbey. I don't care, so long as you amuse us more than the other guests. Quite frankly, they're gutless and feeble.
I thought I was invited to help celebrate your betrothal.
And so we shall, in our own special way. But first, I believe Count Hosni has some tasks for you.
Uh-oh. That's right.
An unfamiliar face. I'm certain I didn't invite you. What's your business here?
So these mercenaries that I was also fighting over at the other village nearby are mercenaries that were attacking kind of a holy place up in the northeast, and were working with the cult of dreamers that worship Nimura and work for her. They may be related to and or in cohorts with the people who killed the Red Guard princess. Count Hosni, we haven't met, but from what I hear, you could use someone like me at your side.
Is that so? We'll see. Tell you what, I've got a task that needs doing, but it might get ugly. Take care of it for me, and you're in. Now, let's see. I gather you want a piece of the Midnight Union's action. As for me, I have a family situation that needs to be sorted out. That's where it might get ugly. I want you to get the family signet ring. My father refuses to hand it over, in protest at my involvement with Edema. That ring should be my engagement gift. That and all it bestows. Get it for me, and I'll give you whatever you ask. I've put him for safekeeping in the guest house across the courtyard. I'd welcome him at our celebration, but he spurns us. Even a son can stand only so much. See that you succeed. My beloved doesn't like failure, and insists that I punish it severely. My betrothed is an unusual woman. She challenges me, drives me to excel. She guides and strengthens me. And I find I've acquired her stimulating taste for bloodshed. There's nothing I wouldn't do for her.
Did my son send you? Or are you just one of his feckless, doomed guests? Really? Did he tell you why he wants it? The signet proves ownership of our estate. Once he has the ring, my wife and I can be disposed of. So what did he buy you with? So the story is true then? Well, I hope you succeed, but not at the cost of our lives. Hosni only spares me because I've hidden the ring. If he kills me, he'll never find it. But I fear his next step will be to threaten my wife, Sorali. Hosni has separated us. He's put Sorali in the summer house above the beach. Go there. Make sure she's safe. And tell her about the Dream Shard. Turn right outside my door and go to the west gate. Then just follow the path along the bluff to the summer house. You'll just have to trust your instincts. I think you know the difference between an honest man and one who's gone mad. You want the Dream Shard. I want to know my wife is safe. Let's help each other.
What?
Ah, a new face? Welcome, stranger. Isn't this the most wonderful party? Wonderful, wonderful. Ah, the hero of the day. Or so I expect. How lovely to see you here. Isn't this divine? Smile, you fool. Nod your head and laugh a little. Act like you're enjoying yourself. How amusing. She says the same thing about you. Because I don't want to be taken downstairs and killed. And I assume the same goes for you. Any ideas on how we can get out of here? Don't take too long. It's not easy keeping this up. Well, give him my regards, won't you? Now I'm going to get another drink. Stay happy.
An undead werewolf took over Camelot. An undead werewolf? How does that even work?
Keep out, you supernal brutes. Remember what happened the last time you tried to sneak in? I may be old, but my stiletto is still sharp. Thank the Eight. I've been so worried since Hosni separated us. And now those supernal dreamers outside are threatening me. Though it could be that Hosni just sent them to intimidate me. I do. And I think that so-called Lady Adima is to blame. I'm certain she's why he's threatening Rihad and me. And I'd wager she's putting him up to even worse. He did that? Then he's taken High Rock's main defense against Vermina's cultists. Oh, Adima's behind it all right. If only we could prove it. If Hosni stole the Dream Shard, he did it for Adima. And if so, he'll never give it to you. And you are here to recover the Dream Shard, aren't you? If you help me clear Hosni's name, I'll help you get it. I need evidence that Adima is controlling Hosni. Proof that her Daedric influence brought the supernal dreamers here. I have a plan. There must be some form of communication between her and the supernals. If you can find, say, letters from the cult to Adima, I could use them to clear Hosni's name when this is all over. I suggest searching their camp on the beach. Follow the path down to their camp by the dock. The supernals arrived by boat. Search there first. It's mostly guesswork, but informed guesswork. I had an aunt who briefly joined the supernal dreamers, so I heard the rhetoric. When Adima showed up, her talk about achieving one's dreams immediately made me suspicious. Alchemy. She gives him potions that put him into dreaming sleep, then visits his dreams, seduces him. The worst of it is, he's been betrothed to a good woman, Sister Sophia, a spirit warden. Adima made Hosni drop her. Poor girl. Follow the path down to their camp by the dock. The supernals arrived by boat. Search there first. At least you're still alive. Did you manage to find any evidence that will help exonerate Hosni? Mara's heart. This is exactly what we needed. With this in hand, my husband and I can escape this place and go to seek help. I have one final favor to ask. I've been thinking about the Dream Shard and what I know about the Vermina cult. Hosni spends long periods asleep these days. I think Adema is using the relic to control Hosni through his dreams. Adema's been giving my son potions. If you can figure out which one puts him into dreaming sleep, and take some yourself, I think you'll be able to enter his dreams as she does. Talk to Hosni's bard, Disdain. He's in on all Hosni's secrets. There must be some way to get through to Hosni. He often plays in the courtyard garden. Disdain's a maggot, but he's close with Hosni. He's smart and he's no coward, so watch yourself.
Do not add to my problems. If you want me to play something for you, you'll just have to wait your turn. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Take a walk. I've seen Hosni worship at a shrine to Vermina, and then take a sleeping brew. So check the shrine. The rest is on you. I think you're trying to intimidate me. Here's a Bardley riddle. If what's right is wrong, then what's left is right. And that's all you'll get from me.
All is not well.
You have entered my son's dream. Some uncorrupted part of him has sent me to tell you what you need to know. Yes, but the dream is Hosni's. Somewhere in this dream is the Omen of Blood, the demon from Quagmire that drives him to madness. You must find the Omen and slay it. That which lives in dreams can be slain in dreams. If you kill Vermina's Omen in Hosni's dream, it will be ejected from our world forever, and my son will be free.
Sister Sophia was never worthy of you.
At one time, there was a spark between Sophia and I, but she doesn't hold a candle to you. There is another woman. You can't compare to her. It's over.
Oh, Hosni. How can you be so cruel?
Cruel? Now that I see you clearly, it's a wonder I'm so lenient. Be gone.
Durak is weak. The shard should be ours.
Stealing from Durak will be as
You
easy as
found
stealing
it.
a sweet roll from a baby. My betrothed lies dead before me, but all I can feel is relief. I watched from a dream as a nightmarish reflection of myself committed mad crimes of blood. I killed so many, I threatened my own parents. Righting the wrongs I did here will take years, but thanks to you, I can at least start. I have to repair the damage I've done. The first thing I'll do is order my guards to drive the supernal dreamers from our shore. Then I'll send for my parents. You have more urgent work to do. The Dream Shard must be returned to Abadurak at Pariah Abbey. I sense that Vermina's not yet done with Stormhaven. The Spirit Wardens will need the Shard to oppose her.
We're the Midnight Union.
What do you want?
We're going to be allowed to leave, aren't we? It's over. I can tell.
My courage has fled.
Ah, listen to this. I'm working on a new ballad. Here's the end bit. The dreamer has awakened, his former wrath abhorred, with reason's grace, dishonor chased, and Hosni's house restored. It's about you, you know.
What do you want?
Don't ask me why we're here. I have no idea. Someone seemed to think we needed to be here to keep Stormhaven safe. I haven't seen the rest of the kingdom, but this part's as dull as dirt.
I don't know how much more of this I can bear. Waiting for the General to call us back to the fight against the Iron Hand ogres. It's gnawing right through my nerves.
Yes?
It sure is a fine time.
Hear ye, hear ye. The king has decreed a no-tolerance policy for the cults known as the Supernal Dreamers. No mercy will be given for those found guilty of aiding or consorting with cult members.
If the Dreg attack again, we're all dead. The blasted Dreg are everywhere, and these citizens are brave, but they're no soldiers. Can you help, stranger? It's desperate. What else can they do? They have to defend their families. Somehow there are Dreg eggs scattered around the neighborhood. That seems to be what the creatures are after. Dregside is part of Baron Sorik's fief, but he refuses to send any soldiers. It's crazy. We have to stop this before any more citizens get themselves killed. It would help if we got these eggs out of Dregside and back to the pools. Mara, bless you for helping these people. They don't have anyone else to turn to. Just don't get yourself killed, all right? Check on Adil Sharnas. Her house is just north of here. She told me Dreg took her husband. I need to stay here to keep an eye on the defense, but I'd appreciate it if you could help her out. Dreg are thinning out, retreating. Did you succeed? Mara willing, that will calm the blasted things down. Of course, there's still the matter of who brought the Dreg eggs here in the first place. Dreg side's returning to normal. We'll cordon off the Dreg and let the guards sort things out. Guess your work here's done. Check on Adil Sharnas. Her house is just north of here. She told me Dreg took her husband. I need to stay here to keep an eye on the defense, but I'd appreciate it if you could help her out.
If your pockets are getting too full. If your pockets are getting too full.
The king has called for a day of mourning following the death of Duchess Lacana at Altair Castle. The Knights of the Flame say her killer has been brought to justice.
I have a job. I don't live in a swamp. People here don't try to kill me. The way I figure it, I'm better off than most Argonians.
Someone found a magical talisman that will allow the Lion Guard to get into Angof's stronghold.
Don't get too many seasoned warriors showing up as new recruits, but we'll take you. Or were you here about something else? Yes, I remember him. Who could forget a name like that? Fontbonne enlisted a few months ago and asked to be sent straight to the front lines. Maybe hard to find. What do you need with him? You have his inheritance? That's certainly something he'll want to receive. I'll send word out to get his location, and then I'll send a special courier to ensure this gets to him. Thank you. I'll make sure that gets to him, too. Don't know if you're a friend of the family or what, but we appreciate you going to so much trouble. Take this for your efforts. I'll let you know when I've tracked down Scout Fontbonne.
It's you. As I had foreseen, it is gratifying to have one's foresights proven true. Well done. You should have the honor of returning the Dream Shard to its place on Azura's statue. Please see that it is properly returned. Then we can talk about what comes after.
Fate does not smile upon me.
Thank you, mortal. I had my doubts, but it seems the Abbot's faith in you was well placed. I will watch you more closely from now on.
You have triumphed. The threat of Hosnia Tora's Midnight Union is quelled, and we can return to watching and warding. Not yet, but you've brought us a great victory. Vermina's immediate threat has been foiled. And now, we'd like you to have this. The other Wardens and I infused our power into a mighty weapon to aid you in your fight. Returning the Dream Shard to its rightful place is no small victory, but Vermina attacks on several fronts. I kept this quiet, but Azura warned me. There is another omen. Yes, Menevia is secure, but Vermina's dark influence now seeps into the eastern region of Gavadan. Azura's shrine there has been desecrated. It's the Supernal Dreamers again. I'm sure of it. I'm glad you're in this with me. We must stop the Dreamers, and if there is another omen, we must destroy it. I leave now for Shinji's Scarp in Gavadan. I want you there too, but first, I need you to warn High King Emmerich.
welcome back to Wayrest. It's good to see you again. Do you have any news? To be honest, this whole matter with the Dream Shard has robbed me of a few nights' sleep. I'll be a royal grump if we can't get this matter resolved soon. Well, there we go then. That wasn't quite so bad as Abbot Duroc made it sound. I'm sure he had his reasons, though. What about the Daedra, the omen that was behind all this? I trust it's dead or gone? In Gavardon? Why couldn't it be in Morrowind or somewhere else across the continent? Gods! We already have enough trouble in Gavardon. General Gardren says the Iron Hand ogres are far from being fully defeated. He's the best damned general in the Daggerfall Covenant, if you ask me, and he's a good friend. His army came to our defense against the Iron Hand ogres. They fought hard, but the battle's not over. Gardren's headed back to Shinji Scarp even now. Well, that's good, at least. You two are the experts, though I suppose that's a dubious honor. If there is an omen in Gavardon, I'm guessing it's similarly disguised. Gardren didn't report anything suspicious, but maybe it's worth asking Captain Urnell. Yes, Urnell was fighting with Gardren, but he's just been reassigned to shore up our defenses here in Wayrest. It may be a wild guar chase, but it's worth asking Urnell if he saw any signs of Daedric influence in Gavardon.
My father and I were both deeply saddened to hear of my sister's death. I understand you made the call to execute her murderer. You made the right choice, and I thank you for it. My sister was always headstrong. She chose Duke Nathaniel, and she wouldn't take no for an answer. They were on a state visit when we met the king and the duke. My wedding was first, followed shortly by hers. Now Lakana is dead, and the Covenant is shaken. My husband and I must travel to Alikir to speak to King Vaharajad, my father. We will return my sister to her birthplace, Sentinel. We'll keep the Daggerfall Covenant strong. Lakana wouldn't want her death to imperil all we've worked for.
That's what she said.
I recognize you from the stories. You're the one who helped save Count Atura, aren't you? He's an old friend. I'm glad to make your acquaintance. Don't mind the guillotine. It's just for show. Well, you know as well as anyone else, these supernal dreamers have been trying to recruit people all over Stormhaven. We're hoping this will serve as a deterrent. If we catch a cultist, we'll execute him. Nothing more than that. Sure enough, I was acting liaison to General Gardren out at Shinji Scarp, but he's worried that the ogres might break through and attack Wayrest. Gardren suggested to the king that I be assigned to organize defenses here, so here I am. Between you and me, I really don't think so. General Gardren has done a good job. The orcs have driven the ogres almost back into the mountains. Morale at Shinji Scarp is quite high. Not that I know of. General Gardren's been losing sleep, worried about the ogres, but other than that, everyone's been sleeping just fine. Or at least as well as you can expect for a war camp. General Gardren is acting a little strange, though. It's not my place to question the general, but he does seem to be blowing the ogre threat out of proportion. That's just my 2 coppers, though. Good luck if you're headed out to Gavardon.
You up for helping out a fellow adventurer? Look at you! I can tell by the look of you you're traveling around, meeting people, seeing new places. That's the life I'm going back to. This plantation is doomed and my days here are done. It's just been bad luck and lately, pure madness. Last week the Iron Hand ogres attacked. They broke the levee, pillaged the place. The orcs drove them back, but that was just the beginning. Now bandits are looting everything we have left. That's the thing. It was my adventuring band that founded this plantation. The mage Drodara put up the gold, but we all decided to retire here. Bad idea. I just want to leave now, but the bandits are holding my companions. They need help. What a relief. I wouldn't have been comfortable just abandoning my companions, but if you're going to help them, that frees me up. And let me tell you, it feels good. I'm just not the settling down type. I know that now. Nah, they might want to stay, but I just can't deal with all that. We made a good go of it here, but I need to move on now. Spend some time alone. It's a shame, because we made quite the team back in our younger days. There's me, Jan, the thief. Then there's Drodara, our magic user, the brains of the team. The brawn came from our fighter, Narstig, and then there was our cleric, Murkwatcher. She's really a shaman, but we called her cleric back then. I guess our team does sound a bit quaint these days, doesn't it? Drodara first suggested we retire about 20 years ago, but it was 10 years later before we actually settled down here. Technically, yes. He originally put up all the gold to build the place out and hire the workers. Drodara gave the rest of us a 20% share each. It's all pretty much worthless now. Well, they either drowned when the ogres broke the levees, or they fled, or the bandits have probably killed them now. I didn't see anyone left when I was sneaking away, except my companions, and the bandits have them tied up. The Iron Hand ogres were making a drive to attack Wayrest. We fell in their path. They ate all our livestock and broke the levees. Then General Godron and his orcs drove the ogres back, but these looting bandits came in right after. They're just a ragged group of looters and scavengers as far as I can tell, though I guess they're a little more organized than I would have expected. Drodara or one of my other companions may know more.
You fight well. Thank you for freeing me, friend.
This one thanks you, stranger. Please, come to meet in the storehouse.
Thanks to you, young one. I will find my own escape now.
Rodara's companions. Friends. Banji bandits would have tied them up like this one. You found them. You freed them, yes? Oh, this is good. Relieves Rodara greatly. Many years we traveled together, and many years we worked to make this plantation profitable. Rodara can abandon plantation. Good friends, he cannot. So, our sweet Breton sister has departed. So considerate. Bah. Jan always planned to return to the road. This one is not surprised she left. Wish her well. Perhaps this is the way for Rodara also. Why? Is this not what Rodara retired for? Ogres, floods, crocodiles, and bandits? So fun. Would you stay? Probably not. Rodara thinks maybe adventuring life is easier after all. Might need help convincing his other friends to leave, though. Ah, this one would be most grateful. After so many years, Rodara just doesn't have the heart to break everyone's dreams. It was a boon from Bandar that you happened along. Was it Jan who asked you to help Rodara and the others? She has shared those feelings many times over the years. After the events of the last few days, Rodara thinks she might be right. Perhaps retirement is just a bad idea. Of course, Jan will always be a good friend. Still has wildness in her blood, though. Rodara understands that she needs to roam some. Perhaps she will join us when her legs grow weary. Rodara is old, and working a farm is hard, especially if starting over. Like Jan, Rodara also misses life of adventure. If you can convince Narstig and Murkwatcher to leave, this is what Rodara would prefer. Yes, this one was a member of the Mages Guild in good standing for many years. I was tired of casting spells, though. Drodara wanted to settle down and rest. But maybe that just wasn't the fate Riddlethar has seen for him.
Ah, the young adventurer again. You remind me of the old days. So many stories I could tell. But you'll want to be leaving, of course. Well, we might be heading out too. Jan might be right about a curse here. Speaking of Jan, have you seen her? He does? Imagine that. I was trying to think of how to convince him. That settles it then. If we're hitting the road, though, I'll need my old gear. Recovering it will be easier said than done. There is. If I had my armor, my helm and my axe, I'd do it myself. But that's the thing. When we retired here, I buried all my adventuring gear out by the levee. Would you be willing to go out and get it for me? The more I think about it, the more I wonder why we stayed here this long. A true Nord dies with his axe in hand, not a pitchfork. Besides, this is more swamp now than farm. I spent years building that levee. Damn ogres! I suppose they were thinking just to leave destruction in their wake. Even if they had sacked Wayrest, it's not like they planned to settle in these parts. Now there's a sight for some sore old eyes. Oh, I missed this stuff. You've done me a great favor by getting it back. Probably doesn't look like much to you, but this helm and armor withstood the blows of the Orc warlord Noctul, a Nord killer at Farum. This axe lopped off that monster's misshapen head. I'll drink to those days, and more of them to come. Murkwatcher has aged much in these last few years. She often seems confused about where she is. She can be incredibly stubborn, too. Perhaps you could approach her about leaving.
Many drowned when the levees were broken. Others were eaten by the crocodiles. It's not the beasts' fault, though. It is their nature to hunt. Their spirits sing a song my heart hears. It is the song of the crocodile. They sing of nature's cycles. Every new life has its song, taken from an old one that is no more. Properly embodied, the life of a creature often requires its death. The song of the crocodile is loud and powerful. I know its melody. I know. It is natural for them to now return to a life of adventure, but not so for me. I must follow another path. All my life, I have harbored a secret. It drove me to leave home and seek adventure, but now I must face my inner truth. That I am not an Argonian. I am a crocodile. This lifetime, I have borrowed the form of another, but my true form is calling me home. I must return to the river. No, I am not. I never have. My entire life, I have felt like a crocodile out of water. Literally. I am old now, and this body is dying. If I become a crocodile, I can start anew, live the life I was meant to live. There is a way, an incantation, the crocodile song. I was never taught it, but I have known it my whole life. One song must end for another to begin. There is an old crocodile here, Ripplestrike. With his heart, I can sing the song. Thank you. The river has truly guided you here for this purpose. Take this charm, place it near Ripplestrike's nest. He will not be able to resist the call. He will come out, and then you can kill him. Ripplestrike no longer sings. Have you taken his heart? Hurry! We must move quickly if we are to renew the song. Here then, I will begin the incantation. I would ask you to help me in this one last thing before I return to the river. Join me in vengeance. These bandits have destroyed what's left of my home. I I would begin my next life by avenging my previous one, but I will need you to guide me. I wish to kill their leader. When I become a crocodile, I will forget this life. If I fight beside you, I can keep my focus, at least for a little while. I have made the preparations. Eating the heart is the last step. Fight with me before I am gone forever. Are you ready? Though my mind may not recall the favor you have done for me, my spirit will. And the river. The river never forgets. This charm will keep me close. If we are parted, use it, and I will come. When our task is done, tell Drodara of my fate.
Move the flank!
Spread out!
Narstig told me what you have done for Murkwatcher. Though this seemed dangerously unnatural to Drodara, there is no point in questioning it now. Though Drodara is sad to see Murkwatcher leave us, he is happy to know this evil man is dead. Perhaps someday this plantation may flourish again. Not by Drodara's hand, though. Narstig and I are leaving. Goodbye, and thank you.
These mortals are strong, but not strong enough.
From the sides!
I'm honored to represent the Fighters Guild in General Godrin's presence.
Moloch, grant me strength, give me glory.
Steel and stone, welcome to the Scarp. We could use your help on the battlefield. Would you join us in the fight for glory? Good, very good. Maybe along the way you would help me make my family proud? I want to come back from battle with something to remember it by. Something I can hang on the wall and tell stories about. I want a war trophy. A necklace. A necklace made of ogre teeth with big, wide bands, packed with more teeth than you can count. I've got 2 sacks of them here at the camp, but I need more. The more, the better. Help me, and I'll help you.
Question my orders. Just tell the commander we need more soldiers and more supplies.
Yes, General. If you say we need them, then we need them.
It's good you're here. The General says the battle does not go as well as he hoped. I told him you could help. I've had little time to search for the Omen. Did you learn anything in Wayrest? Anything about nightmares in Gavadon?
The General? If the Omen were to get a hold of him, that would be very bad. Before we act, we must be sure, though. For now, we keep an eye on Godrun. Perhaps helping him defeat the ogres will flush the Omen out.
They say the Weirissons drove an old witch out of the Hag Fen. Even so, the Weird Sisters make me nervous.
You're just in time. I need every able-bodied man and woman. You're carrying a weapon, so I assume you're able. You like to fight ogres? It does, and by Moloch we need you. The Iron Hand ogres have stopped us cold out there, and I can't afford to lose any more soldiers. Will you join my clan, Murtagh clan, in this battle? We've been trying to break through the ogre lines for days. Sergeant Ulfin is leading the charge. If you can help him take the tower up on the rocks, we can establish a forward command post. Then we're in striking distance to finish this thing. I brought my army here as a favor to King Emmerich, but Murtagh clan has other battles to fight. We need to finish the Iron Hand ogres and finish them fast. May your kills be quick and many, soldier. The Iron Hands come from our side of the mountains, from Hrothgar. They've plagued our efforts to rebuild Orsinium for years. Murtagh clan has fought them more times than I can count. That's why King Emmerich asked us to come to Gavadon's aid. Both. I fought at Emmerich's side in Rancer's War. We helped drive the Reachmen from Stormhaven, and in exchange, Emmerich returned Orsinium to Orc hands. That conflict was of mutual benefit. This one isn't. Because it was Bretons who destroyed Orsinium, and now Murtagh clan must come to their rescue? Maybe. Emmerich's my friend, and he's High King of the Daggerfall Covenant. But we won't forget Orsinium. Wait until next time. That's what we say. Our chieftain is in Hrothgar, but I am proud to say I lead Murtagh clan in battle. Centuries ago, Murtagh clan was one of the strongest clans in Orsinium. We were nearly destroyed along with the city, but we are resilient. Some of us do, some don't. It will be decades before Orsinium regains its former glory. Many see the city as a reminder of past defeats. Nonetheless, Murtagh clan works to rebuild it, and to defend it from the Iron Hand ogres.
Well, that didn't work. Time to come up with a new plan. Again.
What went wrong? I'll tell you what went wrong. I was trained to fight ogres, not rocks! We can't even get to the ogres. It's those damn boulders they're throwing. Every time we try to charge across, another one of my soldiers gets smushed! Did he? You can't fly, can you? Sure would make it easier. Failing that, if you're willing to make a run for it, I'll cheer you on. From back here. One tip. Don't run in a straight line. Zigzag. Hide behind the rocks and you just might make it. If you can make the ridge, I bet 50 gold those ogres fall back. Take my war horn. If you get across, climb the tower and blow the horn. That will signal us to move up and establish a forward command post. Guts and glory, friend.
Tell your soldiers to stand down, Sergeant. When the reinforcements come, we march south.
Stand down? What do you mean? This is our chance to finish the ogres off!
Sergeant Ulfin's impressed. Says you've got guts and you're fast on your feet. Assuming you can fight, I think we found the hero to finish these ogres off. Ha! There won't be an attack. I don't have the soldiers to spare. Abbot Duroc says you're a champion, though, and I trust him. I believe you can do this on your own. The ogre's leader is called Skull Crusher. He's big, he's mean, and he's nasty, but you can take him. I would send soldiers to help you, but another battle is brewing, and they have to prepare. It's a fight that's long overdue, but it's Clan Murtagh's fight, not yours. Your fight is with the ogres. I need you to kill Skull Crusher and stop the ogres from coming through the mountain. The Iron Hands have been using a cavern to get through the mountains. I sent a mining team to collapse the cavern, but they never reported back. Find them and help them get it done. After that, we can clean up what's left.
this. You have to finish it. We were so close. Just those last 3 support beams and we'd have caved it in. Boom. No more ogres. There's no one left to help. Just me. And I'm spent. Get through the ogres and you could do it alone, though. A pickaxe to the support beams down there will bring the whole place down. Smash them, and then run for your life. Just down the hill. Shamargro Lorga had one. When we ran, the ogres followed him. I heard his screams. His pickaxe should be there. I'd give you mine, but it's all I have to defend myself. If the ogre... You did it. I couldn't believe it when I heard the crash, but you brought the whole place down. Almost cost you your life. I searched through the rubble. Was just about to give up. I'm glad I found you, though. After what you did, it was an honor. You shut them down. Our soldiers cleared out the stragglers. No more Iron Hands. I know General Godron will want to see you.
Stay on watch. Those ogres may not be done yet.
These soldiers seem nervous. They want to end this fight and move on, but for some reason, the General has them waiting for reinforcements. Of course, I don't mind staying for a few more days. I hate packing.
More soldiers coming? You know what that means. More mouths to feed.
The General's orders are to be ready to move out, and no, I don't know where.
You smell of ogre blood and victory, friend. You have the teeth? Aha, good work. Generations of orcs will admire what you've helped create. I've heard more good news as well. General Godrun said there's another battle coming. Bring it on, I say.
So you survived. I worried you were buried along with the ogres. For collapsing that cavern, you deserve a medal. Unfortunately, though, General Godrun's in no condition to hand out awards. I don't know. When he heard the cavern collapse, he declared mission accomplished for the Iron Hand ogres. But then he ordered me to muster the troops and prepare to march on Wayrest. I don't understand what happened to the General, but I will say he just hasn't been himself lately. If there's anything I can do to help him, please let me know. They're just upstairs. I know Abbot Duroc will be relieved to see you. He said to send you up right away when you return. Whatever's going on, I hope you can help General Godrun. He's like a father to me.
The Omen has pulled Godrun into a deep sleep. Praise Azura. I was losing faith. You were right about General Godrun. The Omen of betrayal has the General in its grips. He was going to betray Emmerich and attack Wayrest. This was Vaermina's ultimate plan, to destroy the Daggerfall Covenant. It sounds like her Omen has been twisting the General's mind, convincing him to betray King Emmerich. I suspected the Omen was manipulating events toward that end, but by defeating the ogres, you exposed its plan before it was ready. No. Vaermina and her minions still have the General in their grips. You've done this before, so I think you should do it again. We need to get Godrun back.
Don't question my orders. Just tell the commander we need more soldiers and more supplies.
Yes, General. If you say we need them, then we need them. Sorry, General. We can't deploy so many against the Iron Hand ogres. Why do you ask for 3 regiments?
Vengeance. Emmerich trusts me. I can make Wayrus suffer as Orsinium did. Allies, but don't forget who's in charge.
Of course, General. After we sack Wayrest and kill the king, you can have the city. We just want the people. You fought so hard and all for nothing. You will die in this dream.
You're a fool to cross me, mortal. I wish your presence in Quagmire. Come to me. You mortals. Always such high aspirations. You dream of interfering with my plans, but it is a fantasy. Do you really think my manipulations would be so vulnerable? You are not even a hindrance. The success of the omens was never critical. This was a daydream. The nightmare begins now. You fool. You protected your general, but you sacrificed your king.
Once again, you return safely from the dream. bringing one of Vermina's victims back with you. General Godrun seems to be feeling himself again.
King Emmerich? That is bad. We just received word that the king has fallen ill. It cannot be a coincidence. Vermina is raising the stakes. She makes a final bid for power by assaulting our king.
King Emmerich falling ill cannot be a coincidence. Vermina is raising the stakes, making a final bid for power by assaulting the king himself. I am out of my league. I will go to the king's side, but we must seek Azura's help.
You must go to Azura's shrine at the Weeping Giant. It has been defiled, and I fear the Supernal Dreamers are involved. Regardless, the shrine must be cleansed. That is certain. To cleanse the shrine, you need to get glow dust from the wisps on the eastern shore. That and the rare mineral azurite from the northern hills. Cleanse the shrine and pray for Azura's guidance. She will send it.
Just between you and me, my husband Bobel and I are making a killing off these grunts.
This dust will return the light to my shrine. Bring this and the stone when you come to my shrine.
Azura, please help me. Now that's incredible. Azura sent you, didn't she? Here I am, down on my knees, begging Azura for help, and you walk up. If that's not divine intervention, I don't know what is. You are going to help me, right? What do I not need help with? We had a shrine to Azura here, but the Supernal Dreamers came and killed everyone, defiled the shrine, and stole our relics. I just want to get the relics back and take them to Pariah Abbey. It needs to be cleansed, but I'm only a novice. I just want to return to the Abbey with the relics. Oh, and there was another Spirit Warden here trying to help me. I think he was captured. Could you look for him too? Please say you'll help. I managed to escape with some relics, so there are only a few left. If you can recover them and look for the Warden who was captured, you'll be answering my prayers. He did? So he knows what happened here? If all the Spirit Wardens in Pariah Abbey came, we could take the shrine back for good. Why haven't more Wardens come? There are? As bad as what happened here? I guess I shouldn't complain then. I should just be grateful that Azura sent you to help recover the rest of the artifacts.
Time is an important part of life.
Excellent. You have the stone. Proceed, mortal, and come to my shrine. Lights to my shrine. Smite Vermina's foolish servants as you come. A glorious shrine, the kind these fools have befouled. Come, cleanse the shrine, and he shall speak. Well, you've done well, mortal. You return my dream shard. You vanquished Vermina's omens, and now you've cleansed my shrine as well. But the Mistress of Nightmares has not yet released Stormhaven from her clutches, has she? Indeed, and King Emmerich has been very tolerant toward my spirit wardens, a fact I have not failed to notice. First, Vermina attacks my abbey, then she desecrates my shrine, and now this? If I didn't know better, I might think it was personal. Yes, Vermina has pushed too far this time, and she must receive her comeuppance. I will aid you, but you should know that extricating your king from her clutches will be far more difficult than it was with the others. This time, she has unleashed her own consort, Galthus, the Night Terror. He consumes King Emmerich's mind in the nightmare, blocking your entry. I will give you a Dusk Stone to penetrate the nightmare, but defeating Galthus will be another matter. You've proven to be talented and resourceful so far. Let this be another test of your strength. I'm sure you'll succeed in serving me faithfully once again. Go now, mortal. Go save your king. And teach Vermina to keep her hands off of what's mine.